Good morning, students. Welcome back to our Science to Online class. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good. Yes, let's begin today's topic. Listen carefully. Already you have learned leaves on previous class. Okay, students. The next topic is flower. We all know about flowers very well. In our day-to-day life, we come across numerous variety of flowers. Isn't it? Yes. A flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Do you know that? A flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Do you know what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process of producing new plants. What is reproduction? Reproduction is a process producing new plants. Okay. Now let's see the different parts of a flower. The different parts of a flower are sepals, petals, stamens, pistils, stigma, ovary, style, and ovules. Do you know that? The different parts of the flower are sepals, petals, stamens, pistils, stigma, style, ovary, and ovules. Among these, sepals and petals are vegetative parts of the flower. Sepals and petals are vegetative reproductive parts of the plant. Vegetative parts of a flower. Stamen and pistil are the reproductive parts of a plant. Stamen and pistil are the reproductive parts of the plant. Okay, now let's see the vegetative part of the flower. First one is sepals. Sepal are the green colored leaf-like structures. Green colored leaf-like structures beneath the petals to protect the rising buds. To protect the rising buds. Some flowers have fused petals. Some flowers have fused petals, sepals, while a few have separated petals and sepals. Some flowers have fused together petals and sepals. Some flowers have separated petals and sepals. The second vegetative part of the flower is petals. Do you know the petals? Petals is a bright colored part that attract bees, insects and birds. Petals is a bright colored part that attract bees, insects and birds. The color of the petals varies from plant to plant. The color of the petals varies from plant to another plant. Some petals are bright. Some petals are bright in color while some are pale colored. Isn't it? Yes. Thus, petals help us to differentiate one flower from another. Petals help us to differentiate one flower from another. Understood? Next, the next reproductive part of the flower. What is reproduction? Already we have studied the reproduction. The process is the producing new plants. Reproduction is the process of producing new plants. The reproductive part of a flowers contain the flowers contain the plant's reproductive structure. In different plants, the number of petals, sepals, stamens, pistils can vary. The presence of their part differentiate the flower into complete or incomplete. Apart from these parts, a flower includes reproductive parts, stamen and pistil. A flower may have only female parts. Only male parts or both parts are also present in that same flower. The reproductive parts of a flower consist of stamen, pistil. Stamen. Stamen is the male reproductive organ. Stamen is the male reproductive organ and it is also known as antecium It consists of two parts. Stamen consists of two parts, namely anther and flamens. Anther and flamens. The anther is a yellowish sac-like structure involved in producing and storing the pollens. The anther is a yellowish sac-like structure involved in producing and storing the pollens. Understood? The anther is a yellowish sac-like structure involved in producing and storing the pollens. Next one is filament. Filament is a slender thread-like object. Filament is a slender thread-like object which functions by supporting the anther. The filament function is supporting the anther. This is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Stamen is a male reproductive organ of the flower plant. It consists of two parts, namely anther and flamens. The anther is a yellowish sac-like structure involved in producing and storing the pollens. Pollens is a green, yellow, powdery substance. Next one, filament is a slender thread-like object. While the function is by supporting the anther. Next one is pistil. Pistil is the innermost part of female reproductive organ. Pistil is the innermost part. This is the female reproductive organ of a flower. Female reproductive organ of a flower is pistil, which comprises three parts: stigma, style and ovary. Which comprises three parts. What are they? Stigma, style and ovary. This is collectively known as the pistil. And another name is carpel. This another name is carpel. Understood? Pistil is the innermost part and the female reproductive organ of a flower, which comprise three parts: stigma, style and ovary. This pistil is collectively known as the pistil. Another name is carpel. Stigma. Stigma is a topmost part. Understood? Stigma is a topmost part or receptive tip of carpels in the gynoecium of a flower. Gynoecium of a flower, they are in the hibiscus flower. It is 5 small finger-like structures in that end of the tip of the flower. Next one, style. Style is the long tube-like structure, slender stalk that connects stigma and the ovary. Style is the long tube-like slender stalk that connects stigma and the ovary. Understood? Style is the long tube-like slender stalk that connects stigma and the ovary. Understood? Next, ovary. What is ovary? Ovary is an enlarged base. Ovary is an enlarged base. It is the ductless reproductive glands. Ductless reproductive gland that holds a lot of ovules. Ovules, do you know the ovules? Ovule is a ovary contains tiny ball-like structures called ovules. Ovules, ball-like structures called ovules. It is the part of the plant. Ovule is the part of the plant where the seed formation takes place. Where the seed formation takes place. Ovary contains tiny ball-like structures called ovules. Okay, students, understood? Now, take a book, page number 103. See the figure 8:12. Parts of a typical flower. Let's see the parts and its explanation from the book one by one. First one is sepals. Sepals are the green leaf-like structures. Sepals are the green leaf-like structures at the base of the flower. At the base of the flower. Understood? Sepals are the green leaf-like structures at the base of the flower. Sepals protect the flower during its development and support the petals when the flower blooms. Understood? The sepals protect the flower during its development and support the petals when the flower blooms. Understood, students? The flower is used the flower development and support the petals when the flower blooms. Understood? Then petals. Petals are the colorful structures. Petals are the colorful structure. Already we have studied bright colored part of the flower. Colorful structures that surround the inner parts of the flower. That surrounds the inner parts of the flower. That surround inner parts of the flower. Understood, students? Petals are colored part, bright colored part structures that surround the inner parts of the flower. Next one is stamens. Already we have studied stamens are the male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ. They have parts, reproductive parts of a flower. Male reproductive parts of a flower. Stamens has two parts. Already you studied stamen has two parts. One is a anther, another is a filament. The thin stalk called filament and the knob-like structures is called anther. Then the anther produce a powdery substance called pollen. Anther produce a powdery substance is called pollen grains. Understood? Then next one is carpel. Carpel or pistil. Carpel or pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower. Female reproductive part of the flower. It has three portions. A top portion is stigma and the enlarged portion is ovary and the tube-like structure is style. Understood? That style that connects ovary and stigma. The style connects ovary and stigma. Understood, students? Next, the ovary. The ovary is the enlarged portion based on the flower. The ovary contains tiny ball-like structures. Tiny means small ball-like structures. Small ball-like structures called ovules. The ovules it became seed. Later it became seed. Understood, students? Once again, the carpel or pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower. It has three parts. The top portion is stigma and the enlarged base is ovary. The tube-like structure is style. The style connects the ovary and stigma. The ovary contains small ball-like structure, tiny ball-like structures called ovules. The ovules later it became seeds. Understood? Okay, students. Next, moving on to functions of flower. The most important functions of flower is reproduction. The most important function of flower is reproduction. They help in the union of male and female gametes. They help in the union of male and female gametes. Gametophytes develop in the flowers. Gametophytes develop in the flowers, provide flowers. Then flowers provide nectar to certain birds, insects, which in turn help in the transfer of pollen grains from one flower to another flower. Flowers provide nectar to certain birds and insects, which is turn help in the transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the another flower. Flower is a pollinating agent. Flower is a pollinating agent. And that's all the functions of flowers. Okay, students. That's all today's topic. I hope you all have understood. Make a glance on today's topic. Go through the book. If you have any doubt, you contact me. Let's see the remaining topics in the upcoming classes. Okay, students. Thank you all.